What is up, guys? It's Man Chief in here, and I'm here with
Me, Jack Ball. I'm his friend. I'm his friend right here, his pal. And today we're talking about Elseworlds. Elseworlds. And it's pretty much DC. Pretty much DC Comics is famous. Although I really don't know how to. I really don't know how to put it. Probably it's just a famous storyline. Actually placing all their regular characters in different times, different places, and showing how their origins would have been dramatically different, and how they would have been and how these stories would have been dramatically changed.
so pretty much it's gonna be like a what if situation.
Exactly. Just like Marvel's What If series, What If series, it deals with many situations such as what would happen had Superman actually married Lois Lane, if what would have happened had Batman been raised by the Kents, or vice versa, Superman been raised by the Waynes, But pretty much this whole video is going to be looking for towards the whole the whole series actually the whole big what you would call it Habalooza of Elseworlds, but also give you a brief history, and it also gives you a list of tiles too. You might want to look up. You can find them like a buck a piece at different comic shops all over the place. They're relatively cheap, but they're also good storylines and great art.
Yeah, and like the other day, hold up, I'll be right back. Here they are. The other day, I got this one, Robin Annual Number 3 from 1994, and this is pretty much what if Robin was a ninja in Edo, Japan, was it?
Yeah, in feudal Japan, pretty much. In this story, pretty much his Robin is the apprentice to the Bat Ninja, but of course, his master dies, and in the end, Robin must now restore honor to his master, and ultimately to his clan in order to protect his man, in order to protect his clan's leader from the rival forces. But pretty much before we get all big into Elseworlds, well, we have to go back way back to the Silver Age of comics.
The imaginary tales.
Yes, definitely. In 1942, DC published a small funny story called Superman cartoon, which actually show Lois Lane going to the theater to watch one of the first of the Max Fleischer Superman shorts to find out Clark Kent's secret identity. It was just intended as a funny story, a humorous tale, not really to be taken seriously. But in the end, DC's editors decided, hey, why don't we just make a whole series out of this? So they tackled several different ideas, several different sayings, times, and situations, like pretty much Superman having kids, Superman getting married to his life, either Lana Lane, Lois Lane, you name it. Name it. The Super Sons tales from the 70s, which actually deals with both Superman and Batman Jr. Taking on the Battle of the World's Finest team.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
And it is. Unfortunately, the imaginary tales were actually ruined in 1985. Well, not exactly ruined, but they were erased from continuing because of a little event called Crisis on Infinite Earths. And in the end, the whole multiverse was obliterated, and all these characters were taken to one main Earth. One main Earth. However, and as a result, some more origins were written and DC's heroes got a little bit more darker, a little bit more serious. But
with tales like Dark Knight Returns, Watchmen,
and especially John Bryant's Man of Steel series, which actually examined Superman's first days on Earth, and actually eliminated the Superboy from the mythos too.
So pretty much, Elseworlds started in 1989 with a book called Gotham by Gaslight. Now, I don't think it's considered lucky because it's relatively easy to get, but we have an original copy of the first Gotham by Gaslight. Gaslight! I keep making that mistake.
Written by Brian Brian Gustin, and illustrated by the creator of Hellboy himself, Mike Mignola.
Which Hellboy is actually a series I just started.
I've already read almost every single book, and I'm already finished the first volume of Hellboy in Hell. But other than that, nothing.
I've only read the first volume, but it's fantastic so far.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good series. Anyway, back to the series. Pretty much, this book was spurred on by the success and acclaim of the 1999 Batman film, especially since DC was going for a new outlook. They decided to print more new material, hoping to gain more sales. And what started out as a simple sales pitch turned into a whole new entire series. In 1991, DC actually began Elseworlds with the first official Elseworlds title and the second Elseworlds book published, Batman: Holy Terror, which dealt with Batman in a field-crack world where superheroes where all law and order is in upheaval, and religion pretty much rules the world. Christianity is the only main religion.
So pretty much it's a theocracy.
Yes, a theocracy.
And sadly, we don't have a copy of Holy Terror. Weren't you looking for it?
Yes, I was. Yes, I was. But thankfully, we don't. Thankfully, we can show you images. We can show you images and video throughout the whole.
I'm just gonna put it over my face. I don't know why, but I just think it's gonna be humorous just putting it over my face.
Yeah, who knows? But still, hey, life is life. Life is life. You get what you get. You get what you get.
Bam! Image on Jack.
So anyway, pretty much, Batman was the first character to actually get his own Elseworlds treatment, and the whole series continued on with such titles as Batman Houdini, which actually deals with Batman teaming up with the Master Magician to fight vampires at turn-of-the-century Gotham. Batman, Scar the Bat. Batman teams up with Elliot Ness in 1920s Prohibition Chicago to take down Al Capone. And one of my personal favorites anyway, Batman Dracula Red Rain, which spawned 2 sequels and was written by the famous Batman writer Doug Munch and illustrated by the person who gave Batman the longest years ever. I know people keep on saying Tim Sale gave Batman the longest years ever.
It's not.
It's Kelly Jones.
It is Kelly Jones. Like, seriously, look how long those ears are. They're larger than his head.
Indeed. Yep. Indeed. And this actually spawned 2 sequels and eventually led to a collected edition 2007, Tales of the Multiverse, Batman Vampire.
We do not have them other 2 books with us, but we'll try to get them sometime.
Or we'll try to show you images as much as possible. We don't know really.
Okay, first before I talk about Batman Nosferatu, well, technically I'm talking about it, but you know what I mean. The art in this one is brilliant. Look at this.
I know, it's pretty good. Just take a look here. Here, if you can't see it right now, we'll just show you internal images from
probably over one of our faces.
Yeah, but who cares? Pretty much, Batman Nosferatu actually deals with the whole. It's actually a sequel to Superman Metropolis, and actually combines the famous 1920s horror film with with the Batman Legend, making the series more darker and more terrifying than ever before.
Alright, this one is just one of the best concepts, hands down.
Batman Brotherhood of the Bat. This came out in the late 90s and actually dealt with the idea of what if Batman was finally died at the hands of Rage Al Ghul. I know, many people say it's pronounced Roz, but it's actually Rage, the Middle Eastern. I think that's how Middle Eastern phonetics works. Look it up. Anyway, Batman Brotherhood of the Bat deals with Batman's son, Talent Wayne. Talent Wayne actually taking up as far as Mel in future Gotham, where over 80% of the world's population has been killed by a virus released by Al Ghul. Ghoul. As such, a Ghoul actually uses Batman's original costume designs creates his own League of Assassins, his own League of Batman. Fortunately, talent it actually gets involved with the League and dismantle. In the end, is able to dismantle it once and for all.
Oh man, this one is also written by Doug Munch, whatever.
Yeah, it's Doug Munch. This is a sequel, Batman League of Batman, which continues the story and ultimately deals with Ra's al Ghul's ultimate defeat and demise. And our last one here today is pretty important since the Boy Wonder never got much spotlight in Elseworlds, only a few annuals and such, but pretty much he is a hero all of his own. As Tim Drake said, Robin is a symbol just like Batman, pretty much. So, but yet, to find this, Robin 3000, which deals with the original concept of Batman of the future. Thomas Wayne the 20th actually takes to the Batman's mantle after he learns that after he learns of his ancestors' past, and so takes on his cousin, and so takes on his young nephew as this Pt.1 to become Robin. But in the end, Thomas dies, and this Robin will have to Robin has to take all his work and ultimately to save the world from an alien race, and intend on taking over taking over the world and taking to create the world's. Yeah, I don't know what to say. This book. Other than that, just pick it up a copy. Decide for yourself.
Pretty much. Let me just preface this. All of these are Jacks. All of these are Jacks.
Indeed.
Well, he just brought him over because he agreed to do this special.
Yes, a small little series. Come back next time. And I'll be telling you, and we'll also continue our series on the next year. The Man of Steel, the Man of Tomorrow, so the Last Kryptonian, Superman, and we'll also be looking at our characters in DCU such as Green Lantern, The Flash, Wonder Woman, and so forth.
So anyway, guys, I'm Mega Man Chief Fan,
and I'm JackMan, or you just call me Jack. I don't care, frankly.
And we'll see you later, guys.